Hi, Pete. Raven here from Project Tourism. Here's an article from Tyler Durden. Very fascinating, and I hope this is really... I'm sure it's going to be the next best thing for people who want to have their privacy on the web. Father of the World Wide Web launches radical startup to take back the internet from Google and Facebook, like it was originally meant to be. A revolutionary startup was recently announced by the father of the World Wide Web, which plans to radically decentralize the internet to give it back to the people. For people who want to make sure the web serves humanity, we have to concern ourselves with what people are building on top of it, Tim Berners-Lee told Vanity Fair last month. I was devastated, he said, while going through a litany of harmful and dangerous developments of the past 3 decades of the web. That's why the father of the World Wide Web has launched a startup that intends to end the dominance of Facebook, Google, and Amazon, while in the process letting individuals take back control of their own data. Oh, that's awesome, like it used to be originally before I got all messed up. So anyway, Berners-Lee's new online platform and company, Inrupt, is being described as a personal online data store, or pod, where everything from messages, music, contacts, or other personal data will be stored in one place, overseen by the user. That's you and me, not corporations, but the user, us. Instead of an array of platforms and apps run by corporations seeking to profit off personal information. The project seeks personal empowerment through data and aims to take back the web, according to company statements. The man who created the World Wide Web by implementing the first ever successful communication between a hypertext transfer protocol, HTTP client, and server via the internet in 1989, lamented that his creation has been abused by powerful entities for everything mass surveillance to fake news to psychological manipulation to corporations commodifying individuals' information. But he's long been at work on a new project to take back the web, or to take the web back, described in depth by the business technology magazine Fast Company. This week, Berners-Lee will launch Inrupt, a startup that he has been building in stealth mode for the past 9 months. Backed by Glasswing Ventures, its mission is to turbocharge a broader movement afoot among developers around the world to decentralize the web and take back power from the forces that have profited from centralizing it. In other words, it's game on for Facebook, Google, and Amazon. Woohoo! We have to do it now, Berners-Lee said of the newly launched project. It's a historical moment. He identified the main impetus behind his recent announcement that he'll be going on sabbatical from his research professor post at MIT to work full-time on the project as the recent revelation that Facebook allowed political operatives to gain access to some 50 million users' private data. At MIT, Berners-Lee has for years led a team of designing and building a decentralized web platform called Solid, which will underlie the Inrupt platform. The Inrupt venture will serve as users' first access to the new Solid decentralized web. If all goes as planned, Inrupt will be to Solid what Netscape once was for many first-time users of the web, an easy way in. And like with Netscape, Berners-Lee hopes Inrupt will be just the first of many companies to emerge from Solid. I have been imagining this for a very long time, says Berners-Lee. As described on the Solid and Inrupt websites, the new platform will allow users to have complete control over their information pods, an acronym for Personal Online Data Store. It is only they who will decide whether outside apps and sites will be granted access to it and to what extent. That's a very good thing. Unlike Facebook or Twitter, where all user information ultimately resides in centralized data centers and servers under control of the companies, applications on Inrupt will compete for users based on the services they can offer, and only the users can grant these apps views into their data, making personal data instantly portable between similar applications. The main enhancement is that the web becomes a collaborative read-write space, passing control from owners of a server to the users of that system. The Solid specification provides this functionality. The website says, and this is a look at Inrupt. This is a visual of the prototype platform of Inrupt. Looks pretty good. It looks very user-friendly. Berners-Lee explained to Fast Company one example currently under development that could radically change a popular product that has been prone to overstepping privacy boundaries and compromising data. For example, one idea Berners-Lee is currently working on is a way to create a decentralized version of Alexa, Amazon's increasingly ubiquitous digital assistant. He calls it Charlie. Unlike with Alexa, on Charlie, people would own their own data. All their own data. That means they could trust Charlie with, for example, health records, children's school events, or financial records. That's the kind of machine Berners-Lee hopes will spring up all over Solid to flip the power dynamics of the web from corporation to individuals. With the weekend launch of Inrupt, developers across the globe this week will be invited to begin building their own decentralized apps through the Inrupt site. As its popularity grows, the company will move forward to raise more funds, though it is currently backed by a venture capital firm. That venture capital firm is Glasswings, by the way. Yet, as his latest interview notes, his plans could impact billion-dollar business models that profit off of control over data. It's not likely that the big powers of the web will give up control without a fight. When this major potential disruptor was noted, Berners-Lee shot back, "We are not talking to Facebook and Google about whether or not to introduce a complete change where all their business models are completely upended overnight. We are not asking their permission." And with that, I say hallelujah. This is going to be great. It's going to be like it's supposed to be. And from the originator of the web. This is perfect. Well, I will keep everybody updated on the Inrupt and Solid platforms and what's going on with the new World Wide Web. It's going to be awesome, people. We're going to have our privacy back, and it's going to be great. Anyway, have a great night. Take care. Bye. Oh, and if you like this information, please press the like button, and if you're not a subscriber and you like my content, please subscribe and share. Thanks. Night.